times change and the future beckons, lay persons with diverse professional skills and backgrounds are stepping into sponsor roles to continue the work of founding congregations, respond to the challenges of the modern world, and lay groundwork for the future of the ministry.
Now it's the era of the laity, and we have an obligation, I think, to instill those principles and those ideals and assure that going forward, that it's not, what did the sisters do? What do the sisters want us to do? But what is right now? What is God calling me to do in this day and age?
There are increasing numbers of laypersons like myself getting involved in sponsorship and being trained and being formed in sponsorship. And we're learning and working with each other. And we're forming a new charism in this new form of sponsorship.
Charism is a Greek term. It's the unique gift given by God to individuals or to a community in order to continue building up the body, to continue building up the human community. Particular men and women are gifted by God to respond to that authentic need in that community. And so you have a Francis Cabrini responding to the needs of immigrant Italians in New York, despite all odds. Or you have a Catherine Macaulay responding to the needs of young women in Ireland against all odds. And we say, well, that is so much bigger than any of them could do alone. And we say, yeah, it's bigger than them. And more often than not, it excites and it draws others into it.
Sponsorship really is a sacred trust. It's asking of the laity to step into their stead and to do what they have done and to assure that the ministry continues vibrant and alive into this century and the next.
We have a lot of wonderful young leaders that are coming up who have no memory whatsoever of the sisters running their hospitals, teaching in their schools. They have no memory of it at all. Their commitment to service in the church is coming from their reflection from other lay leaders who have committed themselves to that service.
Ministry begins with a call from God to serve and a heartfelt commitment to respond.
The baptismal call for me is it's like receiving an inheritance. It is an inheritance of a responsibility, a right, an authority, an obligation to take whatever gifts God has given us and to use those gifts to help fulfill the mission of the Catholic Church.
Vatican II's influence on sponsorship, I think, really went to its indication, its explicit statement that there was a call to the laity, a baptismal call that the laity received, and it was a response to that baptismal call that they were asking of the laity to become involved in the evangelization of their faith, to become involved in responsibility for more of the parish work that went on in their various locations.
I'm not a Catholic. I'm not going to be a Catholic, right? It's not my future, right? And so, but what I am is values-driven, right? And the tenets around what Catholic healthcare and identity mean align nicely with how I see the world. I happen to be a Methodist as well, but we all coalesce around the scripture and the words that drive us towards helping people who can't help themselves.
One of the things I've enjoyed, whether it's in Catholic healthcare or other environments that I've involved with those who are not Catholic traditionally, what a wonderful perspective they bring, because their spirituality, whatever it is, Jewish, Hindu, various Christian denominations, they have a very open view of spirituality, or they would not probably choose to be in a Catholic organization. And they challenge us constantly to explain what is Catholic. And so many of the things that they see and hear, they say, well, that's very similar to our tradition.
I always feel like we're unlocking the goodness of everybody that we work with. And as we approach things and talk about assuring the healing mission of Jesus Christ is alive and well in your community, I don't care what religion you are, people tend to own that. And are willing to engage in that.